everybody, and welcome to Dovercourt Lighthouse. As you can see in the background over there, that's actually one of the lighthouses that I'm going to be photographing. That'll be my my main part of interest for the day. So I'm here to do some nice fine art, ethereal, long exposure, nice images basically. So it's taken us about, I think, 4.5 hours to get here. We left at 6 o'clock, but we're here now. But I'm not here just to do this today. I'm going to pop down and you'll see beach huts tomorrow as well. So but today's job is to basically get some lovely fine art images of that lighthouse over there. So we're being lucky. The time check at the moment is it's 20 to 12 and we're not due a high tide until actually 1 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time to basically watch the tide come in there. And the groins, while we've been talking, have all disappeared here already, so I'll have to wait for the tide to go back out before I can use some groins for foreground composition later on. But plenty of time. If you look at it now, there's some quite nice lights out there now, so it's putting a bit of light on the lighthouse and nothing else. So I think without further ado, let's get cracked on and let's get some images taken. So inside the bag we got one Nikon Z9 for the use of. That's going to clip into there. Check off the lens hood, lens cap, sorry. And then I'm going to put on some filters. So I need to find my filters. My filters are case armor filters, and I'm just going to clip them on the front of the tripod, and they'll sit there for the rest of the day basically. So it's just going to sit onto here, and that's them on there now. So on the front I have a filter holder, and at the moment in there we've got a polarizing filter which sits at the back, and then obviously that then works with the wheel. That turns around like that, and then that sits at the back basically and stays there all the time. So that's going to go onto the onto the front of the lens. The tide's coming in as we're speaking, so I've got to go work a bit faster. So camera, polarizing filter holder on there, and filter holder on there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to look for a 10-stop filter so I can get the pictures dark enough. So I've actually got 6-stop, 10-stop here. So there we go. Let's pull that one out. That should be my 10-stop filter. That should just pop on the front, which it does. And then last one, not last but not least, is my graduated filter, graduated ND filter, which is a softened one. And once again, that's just going to pop on the front of there. And there we go. So let's turn it around, head to the lighthouse. Let's get lined up, and let's get cracked on. Right, we're recording. So what I'm going to do first is I'm racked back on the lens at f/24, so I'm going to take the lens up to 120 to get as close as I can. So my first picture is normally, let's just do the horizons, see if I can find my horizons. Just going to change them slightly. That's it, the horizons are done. Go back, change the display again. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it back into there. So for the first picture, I'm just going to take a picture straight in the middle. So I'm going to clip onto this button here. I'm going to show you, you can see my little red square box, that's my focusing box. I'm going to put that right onto the actual Dovercourt lighthouse there. It's going to click onto there, focus. Right, so that's me focused, I'm ready to go there. I'm going to just do a check with my polarizing filters. So I'm going to bring them down. Let's just see if they make any difference at the moment. So I'm turning them. Yeah, you can see the ski there. Go darker, make it lighter. That's the polarizing work there. So bring it back in so it's dark. That's good. My graduated filter is going to come down to here. There we go. Let's lighten this up a little bit. And that's pretty much as good as it goes now. So shutters. What I'm after now is basically an aperture of around f11, which is my preferred aperture. There we go. I'm going to slow the shutter speed down to normally about 30 seconds. Bearing in mind I've got a 10-stop filter in here. 30 seconds. Okay, and I just need to put the histogram on, so just bear with me while I change the display. Histogram's good. I'm going to change the ISO, so my histogram goes to about there. That's it. And then that is now ready to take my first picture. So I'm going to stop the record now. Just doing a quick check on that. Let's do the histogram. See, the histogram's okay. Histogram looks good. It's right on the very edge, but it'll do nicely. So there's going to be plenty of detail in the actual lighthouse itself. So there you go. Look at that. Absolutely spot on. Really, really nice and sharp. Love that. That is in the can. That's a really good shot. That's a nice one to start with. So that was my first shot. And then from there, I then moved on to the next shot. All I did was take it from 120mm to 70mm, and then put the lighthouse on the left hand side. And once again, I'm just going to check the display, see if she's okay. I think that's okay there. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, exposure is absolutely spot on again, just on there, right on the very edge. Right, as you can see where we've moved it now. You can only see the two legs, which I don't really know if I like it or not, but some people may, some people may not, so probably best to do both shots anyway. So we're going to do this one, we'll do a few variations of it, and then again we'll be moving further down the beach again. But I'm just waiting for this one to pop up, and as soon as it pops up I'll stick it up and let you have a look at it. What I've done now, I've actually moved it left. I was on 120mm, I've now taken it down to 70mm, backing off a little bit, and then I'm putting a bit of space on the right, just give it some blank space. Looks really, really good. Great. What we like for focus, yeah, that's lovely and sharp again, there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm happy with that one, that looks pretty good. And I'm going to go to the next picture, which is on the other side. So I've done exactly the same again. I think I've backed off a little bit more on this one. And again, just check my settings, that's good. Right on the very edge of the histogram, right on the very edge. And that looks absolutely fine as well. Yeah, that's good, that's nice and sharp. Excellent. So that's my 3 compositions taken from that location. And then I'm going to head down this way now, and we'll get a different angle from the other side. It might be a bit more tricky because of the shooting into the sun, but only one way to find out. Let's go and do it. But that looks pretty cool. Just going to do a check on the display for exposure. Exposure is right on the very edge, so yeah, we can get away with that. I don't know if I've done a darker one. I have. Come back again, go back to exposure. You can probably see the difference there, just moving it back a little bit there. So I've gone from f14 to f16 basically, and then it's given me just a little bit, just taking that highlight off there, so that's lovely. Let's do a focus check now. Let's zoom in, so back off display, into focus check. And that's absolutely razor sharp, absolutely spot on. So this is in the bag. Some really nice images there, a little bit of cloud coming in there as well. So yeah, that's composition number 3 done. So that's like a halfway marker, and then I think we move on to one more composition. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of sun for a while now, so I'll have to bear with it and work with that. And I've now done my 3 compositions. I've done the far one, the middle one, and the left hand side one. And it's 1 o'clock, it's now high tide officially, so I've probably got about another hour of shooting, and it's pretty good. Who would think that 1 o'clock in the afternoon, bright sunshine, that you'd be doing fine art images of the seaside and getting some really, really nice results. But there you go. Let's crack on to the next image. The lighting is actually very, very nice. It's coming from the right now. Before it was coming into my face slightly, but now it's just coming from the light and I'm getting a really nice effect. So I would imagine the polarizer will be kicking in well as well. So let's get down there, let's get on with the next one. Okay. I've actually moved down, probably is about 40 meters, if that, and then to get another shot of the Dovercourt lighthouse with 3 legs this time. So basically just to be a bit different. So we've done one with 2 legs, we've done one with 4 legs, and now we're going to do one with 3 legs, and we'll have a quick look at that one and see how that goes. And once again, I'm fully racked out on the 120mm on it, and as soon as I've done that, I'm going to pull back to 17. I'll do a picture on the left, picture on the right, just to create some negative space and have a look at this. So this is just coming up now. I'll pop it up as we're speaking. I've moved down the beach now, so these 2 middle legs actually merge together, so it looks like a 3-legged lighthouse now. And once again, let's go to f16, and then the histogram's now dropped in perfect. So back off the display now, and that looks good. Let's do a quick check on focus. Focus is absolutely spot on. Yeah, love that, crystal sharp, love it. With this one you can see more of the stairs and it looks much, much nicer. And now let's create some fine art effects by making the tower a little bit smaller and putting it into a rule of thirds, putting some dead space into the picture. So let's move on to the next one. I think it's going to be zoom back. Let's try here. And there you go. So that's the wrong way. Come back the other way, and there you go. That's it. So I've put it on this side this time. So my negative space is all on this side this time. And then once again, you'll probably see the image later on in the slideshow. Right, that looks great there. I actually missed. Very good. I was actually putting lots of space on the left hand side, and I actually didn't realise, and the basket on the pole is in my image as well, so that's just given me another shot that I can take as well. So I'm going to probably go back a little bit higher because the basket is just breaking the horizon, so I need to get a little bit higher, and I'll do that shot again because that looks like a nice shot as well. Let's go backwards and let's see if I can try one up here. Wow, I love that. That's great. So this was the shot. I'm back up on the path now. We're actually on the seaside track. So basically what I've done, I've lifted myself up so the bucket, I'll put the picture up as I'm speaking, but the bucket on the left hand side on the pole is actually now below the horizon, whereas beforehand at the bottom it was right on the horizon. So yeah, it's made quite a nice picture, looking good. What's nice is now that the sun's gone behind the clouds, I'm starting to get some detail in the lighthouse, and you can actually see it quite nicely now. So it's starting to look good. We're starting to get some nice images, and really good. Having a great afternoon, getting some really nice images. Very happy. Right, that image there is absolutely lovely. The lighting is beautiful at the moment, so I can't keep taking pictures. I've just taken another one now, and I've put a bit of space on the left hand side of this one, but oh, really nice. I didn't think it would be any good up here on the top of the main road, so as soon as this one's done, I keep saying it, we'll get down and we'll try some groin. I'll be disappointed when I get down there because I think these ones up here are quite nice. But there you go. Let's move on to the next one. So this is my first attempt at the groins on this one. Got a nice lead-in lines coming in here. We've got the little stick on this side, and then obviously the Dovercourt Lighthouse there. So everything's in there. Groins are nice and sharp, but sometimes when you get a feeling it's not the one, move on and jump over somewhere else. So I think what I did then, I actually went on the other side of the barrier. And there you go, so I've gone this side. So the lighting's much nicer on this there, so I've got a really nice light down here, and then a nice lead-in lines up to the post and then onto the groin. So a bit negative space there, but that's okay. I quite like that. I may have to crop it into about here. Let's do a quick crop. Yeah, that's probably more like the shot that I'm going to be doing there. So as I say, you'll see it on the slideshow at the end, but that's quite pleasing. I quite like that one. That's good. Right, I've just done the picture of the groin there. I'll put the first picture up, which was for 2 minutes, and I felt like the first one was probably a bit too soft, too much longer exposure basically. So I brought it down to a 30-second exposure now, and to get a slight bit of movement in the water. But I'm still not convinced. I still might bring it down to like maybe 1/6 of a second, 1/8 of a second, just get some movement with the waves in the foreground. And we'll see what we can do with the background after. We'll see if I can do some skullduggery in Photoshop and do a slow exposure for the background, and then do a fast exposure for the waves in the foreground. So you'll see, because I'll have put the picture up by now and you'll know whether it worked or not. Okay, move on to the next one. Right, that's me done today, guys. I've had a really good day. Sun's back again, as we say, but in all, it's been a really good day. I've had some really nice light. I've had the clouds in, the clouds out. I've managed to get my 3 different compositions of the lighthouse. I've done a few variations with the poles there, and I then actually went up onto the top of the road just to have a look from a higher up point, because at the moment from down here the stilts go through the horizon, but from up top there I think the horizon's from just above the black area. But it's interesting. I mean, from up there they look lovely, I've got to say. They look really nice. But really enjoyed it. It's been really good. Thanks very much for staying with us this long. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated to keep the channel ticking over, and we'll catch you on the next one.